Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're doing some Toxic Cup battles, but first, quite a few of you had actually commented on my Rose Cup tournament video saying I should have went for Rock Slide against Trexless Gliscor. It would have done 6 more damage, and I did check it out, and you guys are 100% correct. Magnet Bomb was not the correct play. I still think Trexler would have won. I still think he would have hung on with like 1 HP and still got off his charge move and still won. But obviously it was still the wrong play on my end just because there was a chance I could have won that. Rock Slide was a better way to go. But at the time I thought that Gliscor resisted Rock Slide. It doesn't because it's part flying type. But definitely that was what I was thinking, so I was immediately thinking Magnet Bomb. Definitely a mistake. Regardless, we're moving on to Toxic, and I am so excited for this cup. It looks like a lot of fun. I will be focusing on it compared to Go Battle League because I know some of you, or quite a lot of you, had actually said you want more of the cup videos like Rose, because Rose definitely got pushed aside, right? So we're definitely going to be focusing on Toxic for quite a while now. So let's go ahead and take a look at Trexler's team. He does have Golbat, Ninjask, Toxicroak, Bibarel, Rhyperior, and Steelix. And my team is Toxicroak, Drapion, Golbat, Pidgeot, Skuntank, and Steelix. So right off the bat, it's interesting to see a Ninjask on his team. I can't wait to see how it performs. I will tell you, I had some trouble with it. It has a sky-high attack. And it really is. Its attack is so crazy. Look at this Aerial Ace. Now I know I'm weak to it, but I still expected to survive that. But no, I did not survive it. As for my team, I currently have Bite on Drapion. PvPoke.com recommends Ice Fang, and I definitely do want to try out Ice Fang, but I do have Bite. As for my Pidgeot, that is a legacy one with Wing Attack, so if you don't have it, don't sweat it. I think Golbat might be superior to Pidgeot. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still going to be testing them both. On one side, the Pidgeot does double resist that Shadow Ball, right? So Golbat can't really threaten it, but on the other side, Golbat is really good as well. So it really depends. Like, for example, Golbat's going to be able to resist the Shadow Ball and Mud Bomb from Toxicroak. Pidgeot takes a lot from Sludge Bomb. So both of them have their strengths, both of them have their weaknesses. But anyway, let's go ahead and start commentating this battle. My Pidgeot does go down after we take his shield. I'm going to bring in, and I do immediately click on that Flamethrower, but he wins the CMP tie, so I will opt to shield this Mud Bomb. And we will get off this Flamethrower. Let's see if he wants his Toxicroak to go down or he's going to go ahead and shield it. He does use his second shield. So at least we take both shields. However, he pulls a really nice switch into that Rhyperior to catch the crunch. So really well played on his end. Still does a lot of damage. Rhyperior really squishy in the Great League, isn't it? So we do finish him off with counter. We are up a shield. So can Toxicroak finish it off for us? Probably not, because he has a Golbat. And as I had mentioned earlier, Golbat is going to be able to resist Sludge Bomb and Mud Bomb. He does not, well, he can't shield it because he's out of shields, but even if he wasn't, doesn't really do that much, does it? So we're going to go ahead and just take this attack because it's over at this point. Poison Fang, actually, we're going to live that, but he's going to be able to feint us with Wing Attack, and then our Skuntank comes in, and he's going to switch into Toxicroak and just feint us. So he does win that. So really well played on his end. So we're going to jump into another game. And I do lead with my Steelix this time. He leads with his Ninjask. So I am just going to try and get off a crunch. I know Ninjask, even though it's powerful, it's really squishy. So he gets off a charge attack. I let this one go through. And it is going to be a Shadow Ball. I wasn't really sure what to expect. He does catch this crunch with Bibarel. So again, nice play on his end. But unfortunately, I don't have Toxicroak with me this time, so I'm going to switch into my Drapion. Try and maybe feint him down with Bite. I do commit a shield at this point. I just want to keep my Drapion healthy. Not really in a great position because our Steelix is weak in the back, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Fell Stinger. And he will not shield that. I wasn't expecting a shield. And then we'll just go ahead and feint down that Bibarel. And let's see what he decides to bring in next. It's going to be Toxicroak. So yeah, we're taking super effective damage from that Toxicroak. I do get off a Fell Stinger. I was going to go for Aqua Tail, but I'm like, he'll probably think that and shield. Nonetheless, he does shield. So I think maybe we got one extra bite in there. I don't think it really mattered, but either way, we do go ahead and take that shield. So I do have my Pidgeot now. I do opt to take this attack. I was thinking maybe it was a bluff, but it wasn't. So I am going to go ahead and shield this up. Now, I should have shielded the Sludge Bomb and took this Mud Bomb, but you know, I was expecting the bluff. Nonetheless, it didn't happen. So he brings in his Ninjask, and we do get off Hurricane. Now, again, this is also a mistake. I should have went for Aerial Ace because he shields it, but I don't think it mattered because we wouldn't have gotten to another Aerial Ace, I don't think. So I will go ahead and take this, and unfortunately, it's going to be that Shadow Ball, so he's actually going to be able to knock me out. And now my Pidgeot comes in and just immediately goes down. So he does win this one. Wow, we lost 3 times in a row, so really well played. But again, these are just practice. We're just prepping for the tournament. Or not the tournament, but the cup in general. So I definitely catch the lead this time. He has his Toxicroak versus my Pidgeot. He brings in Rhyperior. I got a bail into my Toxicroak. We could just farm this down. I am going to go ahead and commit a shield at this point. Surf we could have definitely taken, but I didn't want to take any damage. I wanted to keep my Toxicroak as healthy as possible. So we are going to be able to feint Rhyperior. So he does bring in his Golbat. So we're in a pretty good position. However, I kind of figure maybe he could farm me down or at least charge up extra energy with that Golbat. Although because we're loaded with energy, we're still going to be dealing quite a bit of damage against him with the Sludge Bomb. So you can see how low he is, but he will be able to farm us down, although he is really low. So that is definitely good for us. I do bring in my Pidgeot. And I am going to go ahead and take this because, as I mentioned, Shadow Ball, we do double resist that. It will be Poison Fang. We don't resist that, but you could see how weak of a move Poison Fang is. So we're going to be able to take those attacks, and we're just going to be able to farm him down. Now, I do have my Hurricane as well as Aerial Ace. I do go for Aerial Ace at this point. I knew he had to shield this Toxicroak, and he does shield it. And I'm just going to bail immediately into my Golbat because, as you can see right now, Golbat is going to be fantastic in this situation compared to Pidgeot because we're going to be able to resist that Sludge Bomb because we are a poison type as well. So you could see Pidgeot and Golbat both have their benefits, both have their inconsistencies, I guess. So, I mean, it really depends. I mean, you could definitely run both, or you could pick one. Let me know which one you like. Let me know what Pokemon you like for the Toxic Cup as well. I almost said Toxicroak Cup, but the Toxic Cup. And I'll definitely look into your Pokemon. I'll probably try some of yours out for this cup. We'll see. There's definitely other Pokemon I want to try out, like Escavalier, because it has counter similar to Toxicroak. So maybe we'll try that one out. I think Toxicroak is going to be the go-to fighting type. Escavalier is not a fighting type, but go-to counter user because of how powerful it is, right? It has a really high attack. So we finish off that Rhyperior right now, and we're waiting to see what he decides to bring in next. It is going to be a Toxicroak. I actually immediately click on the Sludge Bomb. I wish I had clicked on the Mud Bomb. He won't shield it. It actually does a lot of damage, but we would have gotten to 2 Mud Bombs had I immediately clicked on Mud Bomb. But I didn't, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in Pidgeot and go for the Aerial Ace immediately. It has to be shielded if he wants to survive, and then he'll bail into Golbat. Now, I know I resist Shadow Ball, and Poison Fang is not going to be able to knock me out. So I was actually going to go for the Hurricane, but I'm like, there's no way I'm going to make it. So I just go for the Aerial Ace, and he will take that attack, and then he's going to be able to feint me. So Hurricane would have been fantastic there. I do bring in my Golbat. I do have 2 shields, and I'm comfortable using the shield at this point. First of all, I don't want to take a Shadow Ball, and second of all, I know that even if he bluffs me a couple times, it's not really a big deal. I don't need shields against Toxicroak for the most part, so I'd rather use them against this Golbat. As you can see, Shadow Ball would have done a lot. Then maybe Toxicroak would have been able to finish me off. So I actually go for Shadow Ball. Again, you know, Poison Fang would have been the better way to go because I was not expecting the shield. But he doesn't, I was expecting a shield, excuse me. So we would have saved energy, but he doesn't shield anyway. So we do go ahead and take him out. So, for the next game, I lead with my Skuntank versus his Bibarel. So, I don't know how this matchup goes, so I'm actually staying in, and we get to the crunch, but he gets off a charge move first. It looks like Bibarel is definitely going to make easy work of my Skuntank. So, I will go ahead and go for the crunch. Let's see if he decides to commit a shield. He will. So, even though he's going to win this matchup, at least we took a shield from him. So, and he's about half. So, we do have to watch out. I do bring in my Toxicroak, and he switches into Ninjask. I'm bringing in my Golbat. Now, obviously, a Shadow Ball from a Ninjask, we saw how much damage it does. It will do a lot. He goes for the Aerial Ace. So, even that did a lot. Holy cow, guys. Look how much damage that did. That did a lot. Aerial Ace is not a powerful move. I'm definitely trying Ninjask. Trexler's onto something. I definitely have to try a Ninjask. It's squishy. I mean, it can't take moves, right? But it's so powerful. So definitely a Pokemon we're going to be trying out. I'm going to shield this one up. I do have 2 shields, so I feel comfortable using it against the Surf. And we're going to be able to feint down his Bibarel. So, looking really good for us. He does bring in his Golbat. So, I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball, hoping he would think it was a Poison Fang and not Shield. And that's exactly what happens. He does not Shield. Probably expecting the Poison Fang, so we did call that one correctly. I'm going to go for the Poison Fang now. And let's see if he wants to shield. He does not, so actually still not shielding. So I switch into my Toxicroak, go for the Mud Bomb immediately. He's got to shield this, guys, so he does shield that. And he is going to go ahead and get off a charge move. Totally fine. We have a shield left, so I am going to go ahead and use it. It's actually a Shadow Ball. I thought it would be a Poison Fang, but I was going to shield it anyway. And then we go for the Mud Bomb against this Golbat, and we're going to be able to take it out and take that win. So, very good game. So we're continuing on, though. That's not it for these battles. So we have another battle, of course. So I am going to lead. Let's see. I lead with my Pidgeot. He leads with his Bibarel. So that's totally fine with me. Again, let's see how this matchup goes. I don't really know. I think I'm going straight for the Hurricane. I'm going for the Nuke move, right? Hurricane's such a powerful move. He is going to hit me with a Surf. I could have baited here. Now he's actually going to shield this up. So I could have bluffed this and went for the Aerial Ace. Still would have done a decent amount, and we could have definitely gotten to another one, perhaps even getting to a Hurricane. Maybe I could have, but either way, I went straight for the Hurricane, hoping that he wouldn't shield that. So he switches, I switch immediately into my Drapion. Now this would have been fantastic had we had Ice Fang, but unfortunately we don't. I am going to go ahead and go for the Fell Stinger, not expecting the shield, so let's see if he decides to use one. He does not, so we're going to be boosting our attack. Even an Aqua Tail wouldn't have knocked him out at that range, so he hits me with a Poison Fang. Drapion does resist Shadow Ball as well as Poison Fang, so Drapion looking really solid, but again, I don't know if I like Bite or Ice Fang for this cup. I guess it depends. We'll definitely be trying out Ice Fang in a future video, and we'll see which one we prefer. So there's also some really cool Pokemon that I'm definitely going to be trying out. Anyway, we click on the Aqua Tail, but we're not fast enough. He gets that CMP tie and knocks us out with Surf. So I do bring in Toxicroak. He brings in his Ninjask, and we're down to our last Pokemon. So I am going to go ahead and go for a Sludge Bomb against this Ninjask. And oh my gosh, it actually one-shots it, guys. That does an insane amount of damage. Now, to be fair, if he shielded, I could have shielded. And then maybe I could have gotten to another Sludge Bomb, or maybe he could have gotten to another Aerial Ace before I did. I'm not really too sure, but I did not expect that to one-shot. But you can see how squishy it is, right? So it's super squishy, but it's super powerful. So I don't know, guys. What do you think of Ninjask? Definitely worth looking into, at least. So anyway, he switches into his Shedinja. We had a turbo lead. This is a turbo match for us. If only we started with Toxicroak, but we did not. So he's going to shield that one up, not wanting to take a Sludge Bomb. So I'm actually going to go for another Mud Bomb bait, because he knows now that Sludge Bomb does one-shot this Ninjask. So I'm going to go for a Mud Bomb. Trexler was saying not Shedinja, Ninjask is basically like Toxicroak. Both of them are really squishy, but they're super powerful. Now, unfortunately, we got to the Sludge Bomb, but because that attack is so insane on that Ninjask, he actually wins that CMP tie. So well played. We're going to bring in my Golbat, and I'm just going straight for the Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, was not able to get to it. Yeah, this is a lost cause. We're not going to win this game, guys. He hasn't even knocked us out, but we couldn't get to another Shadow Ball. But that's okay. We bring in Pidgeot. There's no way we're winning this one. Absolutely not. I was going for the Nuke, the Hurricane, but I knew we wouldn't get to it. But yeah, so he's definitely destroying us in this game. He's going to knock out our Pidgeot. He actually has all 3 Pokemon left. So really well played on his end. Always a pleasure battling Trexler. I really do appreciate the battles, as always. So we're going to jump into the final game. So let's see how this one goes. In just a moment, once this loading screen... Okay, here we go. So I lead with Steelix. He leads with his Ninjask. So we know that Ninjask has Shadow Ball. He also has Fury Cutter. So, as the fast move, of course. So, he is going to go ahead and get to his charge attack. Now, he had said after the game he had Shadow Ball. He was going for the bluff. Even if it was Shadow Ball, that's fine with me because we could still take it. It does a good amount to a Steelix, but I knew we could take it, so it was definitely worth not shielding. So I am going to go ahead and switch into my Golbat against this Toxicroak. Fantastic position for us, better than if we had the Pidgeot instead of the Golbat. So he will hit us with Sludge Bomb, totally fine. I am going to charge up extra energy. I don't want to get hit by another Sludge Bomb because even though we resist it, it still does a good amount. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang and then feint him down with Wing Attack. And now his Rhyperior comes in and we do get a Shadow Ball off to say goodbye to this Rhyperior. Not expecting the shield, he does not shield. That does a lot of damage. Rhyperior, another squishy Pokemon, as I already mentioned. Bringing in the Toxicroak. I am going to go ahead and shield this attack up. Don't want to take any damage. And we have the shield, so we might as well use them. And we do feint that Rhyperior. And now in comes his Ninjask. I will go for the Mud Bomb. I think he just lets this go down because, like, I had the game at this point. No, he doesn't. Never mind. So I'm going to switch into my Steelix. And I will go ahead and shield this. Now, I was expecting Aerial Ace. It's actually a Shadow Ball, but I would have, I was going to shield it anyway because we do have the Crunch. And we're going to get the Crunch off against this Ninjask and feint him. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.